Welcome, everybody. Good to have you here on this lovely Tuesday morning here. And we are going to be talking about property remarks. So, copywriting tips for when you're writing the descriptions for your properties in the MLS. And Ryan actually created a little report to help us with this, which we'll get live in the members area after this. We are recording this, and we'll have that live in there with it as well. But I think we're going to use it as a guide for today. Of course, if you have any questions at all, you can use the question box. We'll probably start with this, and then then we can open it up to any topics. But Ryan, why don't you drive it, and I'll moderate.
Yep. So the idea here is that with a whole bunch of people online, of course, 90% or more of buyers starting to search online, the remarks that you write for a listing are going to be read a lot, right? And they might have a big sort of impact on whether or not somebody decides they want to add the property to their short list and eventually request a showing. In terms of just selling the listing and getting more people interested in in your offer as a buyer's agent, it could pay off big time to just tweak and pay attention to your MLS remarks a little more. In this report, and what we'll just talk about today are some ideas we have. This is we're going to sort of spin some common copywriting techniques and salesmanship online salesmanship techniques as they might pertain to MLS remark writing. So here I'll jump right in. The first strategy, Josh, create some scarcity with your writing techniques, meaning that people want things that are scarce and rare, right? And they don't want to risk losing out on something, that it might be gone before they have a chance to get it. So if you can show that the property in question might be scarce, you might have a better chance of getting interest. So I've just got some example scarcity phrases here. I guess I'll just read them. And again, Josh, you didn't mention, I think we told people maybe at the end, after we do this, we'll just grab a few and rewrite them. That could be a fun exercise.
Sure. Yeah.
Some live listings. Scarcity phrases, Josh, you let me know if you have any. It's rare to find a home in York, PA with a finished basement. This one will go fast, so make sure you get a look before it's too late. And of course, guys, you can just change, the variables here. Like with a finished basement, that could be anything. Change your area.
Look for what makes the house unique, basically, for the neighborhood or for whatever.
Yep. Only a handful of properties like this become available in this neighborhood each year, so don't miss out. And if that's true, that's great. So be sure to mention that if you're in a neighborhood where there's only 3 listings a year, you want people to know that. So many people want to be in, and if the listing's in a hot school district, you can bet a lot of other buyers. So there's a little competition there, right? A lot of other buyers will be looking at this one. Again, it's a hot commodity, it's scarce. The seller is motivated, and this property is listed at the lower end of the typical price range for this area, so it probably won't be available for too long. So show them, I guess, that it might be gone before they have a chance to get it, and that's scarcity. Demonstrate some social proof. And guys, these overlap. I probably am using a few of these elements in a lot of these phrases. You'll probably pick up on that, and there's no reason why you can't use it. You've only got a certain amount of space for your MLS remarks, so you're going to want to try to pack as many of these in along the way without jamming them in and making it seem unnatural. So social proof, people like what other people like, right? So we've talked about using, if you have a lot of likes on your Facebook fan page, about putting that on your sites and your squeeze pages so people can see it's sort of a tacit testimonial that your site is trustworthy, other people like it, and why they should opt in or buy what you're selling. So if you can show that other people like certain features of the property in question, it'll stand out more. So some social proof phrases. Most people who see this property are stunned by how big the master bedroom is. So the operation here is most people who see this property, right? So if it's got a feature that is that people remark on, mention that. Then the neighborhood is really popular because Shanley Park is only minutes away.
It's about time I've gotten a park named after me. I've been waiting a
Right.
long, long time for that.
Right. So this is that you just use the word popular. Simple as that, right? So say because people searching online from outside your area might not know that the neighborhood is popular. They're searching
Great
on
point.
Zillow.
Yeah. Tell them that it's popular. Don't make it
Yeah.
up if it's not, but if it is, use that.
Yeah, use the word popular, in demand, stuff like that. Social proof. People like this. People are always saying, so you get to see always saying how they wish they can live on this block. Right? Now's your chance. And the last time this property is for sale, and only use this is an example, 25 people looked at it in the first week. So there might be cases where like maybe you've got like a new subdivision, you're advertising some new construction, you can say, 400 people were on the waiting list for this before we even broke ground.
Yeah.
Something like that. So use a quantity of people who have shown interest in your remark if you can.
Great point.
Going on to the next one, create some curiosity, right? So the game here is to get folks interested enough in the property that they'll at least just kind of like check that little box, right, and add it to their favorites online, right? And if you have a better chance of doing that if they're curious, like they're just wondering what does that mean, and it might be something they want to investigate further. So in the house I live in, there was a secret door in the MLS remarks, and that was great. I think, Walt, who showed me the house, I really think he just picked it for that reason. I remember him telling me, I just checked this one off because there's some kind of weird secret door. All right. We ended up, we're here. So you might be surprised by what you find behind the secret door, or if there's something weird there. At first, the kitchen layout might seem weird, right? So they're thinking, what's weird about the kitchen layout? But the current owner says it's actually, ends up being great for entertaining. So somebody might be like, why? What is it about that makes it great for entertaining? The lot is so big, and then who knows? You might want to even subdivide it and profit by building another property on it in the future. I did this really quick this morning. I don't think that's the greatest example of curiosity, but they might want to see why it's so big.
Or how big the lot is. At least you'll get them poking around your listing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what the lot is so big. Be careful. The Jersey Devil might be back there in those woods. I don't know. Something like that. There's not enough space here to really explain how spacious the bathroom is, so you might have to see it for yourself. So play up the fact that there's not enough room in the remarks for you to write to explain how cool something is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and just directly tell them. You might have to see it yourself to assuage your curiosity. Here's a technique number 4. This is sort of like the talk. I don't know what they call this, but talk directly to your buyer, like involve your buyer. And this goes a lot along with using the word you a lot. It's a common copywriting technique. Like instead of I, talk about your, you, why it's good for you. So most MLS property descriptions are stale and clinical, right? They'll talk about features, not benefits. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, dining room, north facing, right? Pretend instead that you're talking directly to the buyer, and sort of use a persona like your cousin. Pick somebody who's like a good friend who you really trust, like your best friend, and tell them why they should see the property. I mean, that could be a great technique when you just sit down to write the MLS listing. How would you explain it to your wife or your husband? If you were trying to get them to like the property and see it. Your tone and your portrayal of the why will make it stand out because everybody else's descriptions are sort of clinical, just features. If you're kind of excited, like you're talking to a friend, it'll pop as people are browsing the Craigslist post, Zillow, Julia. So you might be too busy for a property that needs a lot of work. So I'm talking directly to you. But so this one's in great shape, which is why you should take a look, right? You're telling them what's in it for them. Your friends will think you're really smart. I think this is a good one. For buying a fixer-upper like this, people always want their friends to approve, right?
Yeah.
If you don't take a look at this property soon, there's a good chance another buyer will make an offer. So we got the scarcity in there too. We're talking to you, and you'll probably spend weeks locked in your bedroom crying over it. Okay? So if if you can get people to smile a little, go for it. And then you might think you want a big yard. So this would be an example of flipping like a negative into a positive. I'm talking directly to them. But think about how much time and money you'll save with this cozy little lot.
Yeah.
On maintenance or whatever. You can use that with any feature. Like, you might think you need a bathroom in the master bedroom, but it's just another toilet that might break. Something funny. All right. Remark writing technique. Here's the final one. Include a call to action. And you never see this, very rarely, right? Where you can end the remark just giving a command. And tell people what you want them to do after they're done reading the MLS remark. And basically what you want them to do is tell their agent, right? Or put it on their list of properties to see. So here are some calls to action. Add this property to your hot list. You'll be happy you did. Tell your agent to schedule a showing this weekend before it's too late. Print this out now. You won't want to forget it. Some people print them out, right? Save this one to your favorites, or you might be frustrated later when you come back and can't find it. And this happens a lot to people searching online. Right? They see a listing they like, then they got to go back and Google it later. So I don't know if I phrased this exactly right, but some variation of that might do pretty well. Mm-hmm. And then send this listing to your significant other. They'll probably agree that it's worth taking a look. So this is the sort of share this call to action. Hit share. So I know it could be hard to jam all that into one short MLS description, but you can get a lot more of these in when you're doing your property flyers, your Craigslist ads, other places online. So
it's a good point, the Craigslist ad, because Doug said instead of MLS remarks, how about using this on Craigslist? Yeah, for sure. I mean, what he's giving you are just 5 techniques that you should use in any marketing. But, any listing you have to do this anyway. If any listing you take, you're going to have to put in something in the remarks section. Might as well put stuff that'll get you more response. But certainly you can and should use this with any marketing. Craigslist, Facebook ads, flyers, newspaper ads, anything at all.
Yep. And become known for the person who does this. You can use this in your listing presentations. Maybe show one of your crazy MLS ads versus a typical one.
Typical boring one that. Yeah, that's a great point.
So another good reason to do this, at least right now, go rewrite one that you have and add that to your listing presentation.
Yep.
And explain to people why. I mean, buyers are out there looking online. You need to differentiate. That's your why they want to list with you. You're going to help them do that.
Yep.
That's it real quick. I wrote this morning. We're probably going to have to, there's probably typos and stuff in there, but Josh, I put the link to the current version in right now.
Oh, okay.
In the chat to you.
Okay.
You can paste that out. Does anybody have any questions or ideas? We can jump over unless you have something else to just looking at.
You have some resources, it looks like, but you haven't mentioned them, and I have one more thanks to Doug reminding me of one. Yeah,
I guess I was thinking maybe I'd add these, like put this on a blog post with this report and then add these.
Okay.
I can paste these all in if you want to just copy them over.
Sure.
All right. The one about Obama, I just found it's interesting, but it's very biased. Don't take that as a political thing on my part. I just found it and thought it was interesting.
Everyone should just rip Ryan apart right now, please.
Yeah, no, I could care less either way.
Please, people.
Politically, but
this is your opportunity.
All right. Well, it's an interesting report. It's a very interesting analysis, no matter what you think of the politics behind it.
Right. One not on here that I'll give Doug credit for mentioning is Robert Cialdini. He's got several books, but one in particular called Influence is a great book.
Yeah, I actually, when I wrote this morning, I actually just grabbed my Kindle and cheated a little and grabbed some of his key, as a guideline, the scarcity stuff, the social proof stuff.
Yep. Good. if you use RealBird, tell them to text the code you have for more info. Yeah,
Cool.
you got to be careful there. Some MLSs maybe won't care and allow that, but some, at least in Central PA, we can't do that. We can't put
branded MLS remarks.
Branded. We can't put text. We can't put call capture. Can't put any of that stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, these are all intentionally generic.
Yeah.
But if you can get away with it, definitely. I mean, if your MLS lets you, put a link out to the virtual tour or the squeeze page or whatever. You know.
Yep.
It's going to get you leads.
Is this the influence book we're talking about?
Here, I'll just bring it up.
Yeah, I'm dropping you the one that he was asking me if this is the one we're talking about, because I can't tell from the link if it is. Yep, it looks like it is. The Psychology of Persuasion, yes.
But yeah, he's got a few that have similar titles. Here's the one.
It's a really good one.
My favorite, the one I always come back to and like reread. I just really like both. I like buying trances.
Yeah, I've not even read that one.
And hypnotic writing. They're both very similar. It's not like kind of like a lot of his concepts aren't earth-shattering stuff, like, you know, but it's very simply put. Like it's very well. It's easy to get this stuff when you read this book. Buying Trances: A New Psychology of Sales and Marketing by Joe Vitale, and his other one is Hypnotic Writing. And I think just either of those, you read those a few times, you don't even. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff you can read, but I just really like those.
Yeah. I gotta get those.
How to seduce, persuade customers with only your words. This in particular, I think the biggest takeaway I have from like the hypnotic writing thing is that the fact that you can make a suggestion, and unless people can think of a reason not to do something, they'll do it. It's probably my biggest takeaway. And since we only have limited space with real estate, you guys might find this especially useful.
And it's sort of led to like the simplicity of some of our squeeze pages.
Yeah.
Is sort of what that came from. Like, you make it simple, and they're like, well, why wouldn't I enter my email to get that list?
It's not confusing. Yeah.
Yeah. They can't. You don't give like. Let's apply that to Craigslist ads. The less information you have in the title, there's not a reason for them not to click it. And what I mean by that is, like, if you put it's 1,500 square feet and it's 3 bedrooms, then now they've got a reason not to click it. Even if they're looking for 3 bedrooms, but they want 1,800 square feet. And yours has, it's 1,500 square feet, but it's got a finished basement or something like that. So, there's lots of implications there, and getting people moving down a slippery slope and so forth.
So I'm looking in Philly's Craigslist now. I'm looking for just an idea. I'm looking for a headline that gives a command. I don't think we've ever looked at it that way, Josh, where the headline gives a command.
Yeah, open this.
Click to see the secret door or something.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So I'm looking for check out this would be a phrase. Check out this kitchen. Where you're like telling them what to do, so they have to click. Like South Philly home with wood and ceramic flooring. Okay, whatever.
Well, that's what most people write. And look at all these people. Like the first one, it's 3 bedrooms, but it's 940 square feet. Why would no one's gonna click on that unless
that's normal. That's the run-of-the-mill house in that area. But you just
leave that off though. I mean,
leave it off. Right. I mean, this is cool. 6,000 square feet. I might click
so that is maybe a reason. Now it's your turn to brag. That's a good one.
But it's not telling them what to do.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's better than most. It's better than most. It's better than South Philly
Yep.
home with wood and ceramic flooring. South Philly home with a newer kitchen. Really? Come on.
I mean, this is well done. Bragging rights will be yours when you are the owner. So this is well written, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, she's allowing them to imagine what they'll get
Is Pam a
as a
member?
result.
Pam, are you
I
on
think,
this call? Did you just write that?
yeah.
Um, I have to buy this book and read them. I can never read or learn enough. Mike, that's why you will forever be successful. He said, I can't wait to get those books. I'm always reading and learning. Good stuff. Good point. Jim Fortin said, if you don't put something on the table, they won't pick it up. If you don't put something on the table, they won't pick it up. That's an interesting analogy.
Yep. Gotta be something to do,
Yeah.
to buy or whatever. So Pam's using her triangles. She's not a member, but she's focused. I mean, she's doing this stuff.
Yeah.
You would like the Woodlands. Don't be sorry. She's pattern interrupting here and going for it. And she's getting clicks, and I'm sure she's getting some leads through her IDX search.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Even though
I mean,
error, we were unable to find that.
that listing might not be listed anymore.
Right.
Or she had a bad link, but most of these are going through. Now all she needs is a pop-up. She's probably giving bad links. She needs something that pops up and offers something great, and her ads will be twice as effective. We know that, though. We nailed that in. Gorgeous, great neighborhood. I don't know. All right, we could do this all day, but
yeah, really, we
off
could.
topic a little. What would be a great headline that's all you might poop your pants is a really good one. Just tell them what you'll laugh, you might laugh, or you might cry is like a headline.
Or
But what action to take? I'm going off tangent again. What action?
Yeah,
click this
here
to get rich.
for the best deal in North Philly.
Yeah, could be.
Open up.
Or be sorry.
Open up, or you'll be sorry.
Check out the picture of the backyard.
This has nothing to do with anything, but this Craigslist ad will self-destruct in 5 minutes. Click here.
That's good. Was that on here?
No, I just for some reason that popped into my head. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some good ones in here.
Yeah.
But there's also plenty of the 3-bedroom row home ready to move in. Okay, great. That's good. Yeah, see, that's not a bad one. I don't, she should have, or he could have, there's no reason to use Fort Washington twice. Maybe use something. That is a beauty. That's a beaut right there. Cheap Philly houses.
Okay.
How do you use triangles, Mike? That's a good question. What are those darn things called? When
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. ASCII?
Yeah, those are ASCII symbols, right?
Yeah.
I've never used them. But
I think you can get flagged. I think you can get flagged pretty easy. I don't know if are they part of the terms and conditions or.
I have no idea.
I've just read be careful about those. Some ASCII.
See how Ad Tracker has them, Paul says. Really?
Cool. All right.
Didn't know.
Do they have a list of them?
Maybe. Huh.
Here's a blog about it. Look, see there's a whole table of them. Should just screenshot this, huh?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. With a disclaimer. Paul, where are they in Ad Tracker? Maybe he already said. It's under Tools. In Ad Tracker Tools. Email me form, Craigslist image ads, image tools. Wow, look at all those things. Fancy ad titles. Man, maybe I should actually like dig into Craigslist ad. The only thing I've ever used it for is for the image ads to make them
It's a great chart. Now I'm
for
trying to
tracking.
zoom in. How do I... All right.
Yes, under tool.
I'm just gonna sort of take 2 images of it. 1 image.
I agree. It's easy to get flagged when using symbols, but that lady seems to have lots of ads running. Yeah, you know, it just depends on market, and there's a lot of stuff. I don't use them because I don't want it to make it easy for flaggers to know it's my ad. Yeah, there's you know, compelling reasons for it and against it. Off subject question. I heard a webinar yesterday that as of the last 2 weeks, HTML on Craigslist has been ghosted much more than in the past. Can you ask the group if they are experiencing that? Sure, I just did. Anybody seeing that? You are seeing that, Paul. You know, I haven't been checking. My lead flow is down a little, and I honestly haven't been, well, not that I haven't been checking at all.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah, it is a little down. Very interesting. It's a little down on the ads we've been running here. I haven't noticed as many. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but yeah, we should look into that. It's just an opportunity, guys. There are other things you can do, you know, to divert and convert, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because you know, if everybody else are getting ghosted.
You know, I think I'm looking, and mine aren't really. I'm actually seeing most of mine. I think the lead flow is down for me because of time of year more than anything. Right this moment. But I'm still, you know, I've gotten, I don't know, 70 some leads in 3 weeks now, so it's not like, not awful by any stretch. There were a few comments on the Facebook page about that. Recently had the HUD ads flagged very quickly. And Paul, you use an ad tracker with those, so
Well, flagged, that's a competitor, you know. The flagging.
Yeah.
You know, that's a competitor being jealous.
Well, so not necessarily. If they're flagged instantly, or like within a couple of minutes,
oh yeah,
it's likely something else. But it still could be that. But if you're like, somebody posted that they got 8 ads flagged in like 5 minutes on Saturday, and for me there's something else going on there, and they were using Z57, and I'm guessing it was more that than a competitor flagging them.
Yeah, using the HTML code it was just too much HTML maybe.
Could be. Mike says, I just started posting again yesterday. That's because Mike's been so busy he's had to hire people. Got 1 lead, spoke to him, had him talk to my loan officer last night, and I'm working on getting him qualified. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not related to copywriting, but I'm using this in addition to the HUD ads and having great success. Paul, thank you for sharing. I'm going to drop this to Ryan.
Yep. Yeah, we're good. We got our little...
you know, Paul, I think what you dropped is... Well, I don't think we're going to be able to see that. Can you share the live link? I think that's the link from your...
management screen.
Yeah, from your manager, the back end.
There we go. You can't really copy these. You can't really, like, copy and paste these, but you can see what they are.
There it is. Thanks, Paul. Drop that to you.
There. If you click those, it'll take you to the blog post where you can copy and paste them. All right, let's get Paul's ad.
By the way, I tested the. Oh, nice! Look at that.
Is that working?
That's working too. He says.
All right.
I tested the HUD. The click through for me as well was just amazing. And I'll quantify what amazing means in just a second here. Click through rate. The first day I did it 42%. The second day I did it 52%. Average it out. So I mean, it's close to 50%. Now it'll go down probably. But for those of you, that was from last week where people are running ads with just a screenshot of. Well, I'll drop one to you, Ryan. Here, let me find one. Just for anybody on who doesn't know what we're talking about, I think I can find one.
So a headline here, I don't know, I'd be interested to hear, Paul, but it says, check out these Shawnee foreclosures and great investment properties, like an action verb. Like that gives a command.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Peep ease. Peep seems to be working in our Craigslist and our Facebook ad.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. So that is getting almost 50% click-through. Now, it wasn't getting as good a conversion on the page as I'd like, but it was getting tons of clicks.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else we got? Didn't mean to distract you. Not at all, Paul. That was good. Where can I get the HUD list? I go to HUD Home Store, and it looks like they want me to sign up for a fee. HUDhomestore.com. HUDhomestore.com, and you can just start searching free.
So anybody who doesn't have listings, you do now.
Yeah, as long as your broker's license.
Yeah, as long as you're
blah, blah, blah.
as long as you're doing following the rules.
Wow, $250,000 one. There's not many of those around here.
Right, so that's going to be, I mean, that'd be a great one to advertise. Even with a Craigslist ad.
Yep.
You know, high-end HUD home or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and you investors out there, I mean, some of these go investor eligible and they kind of fly under the radar, but you're free to bid on these, and HUD will take the bid sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, if you throw something within reason, but at the lower end of within reason.
Yep.
This is right around the corner for me. I'll make an offer.
Have at it.
Have at it. I mean, it's 70. It's it's 6 bedrooms or something. It's a big one. Dang. Rent that bad boy out. All right.
Anybody else have any questions, comments? So we'll clean up that report a bit and probably do a post. I'll put the recording, and I'll probably put a link to the report in the strategy sessions section of the members area. And it looks like we're all good. Got a couple of guys saying good stuff, so I'm glad. I thought it was good. I mean, it's stuff that you know, we believe your primary job in business is to be a marketer. You know, whatever business you're in, you got to understand marketing, and these principles apply not only to property descriptions, but as you know, we went along here, to Craigslist ads, to newspaper ads, to flyers, to everything. I mean, if you can get, you know, if you can increase your response just a little bit in all the places that you're advertising, that's like that's an exponential return. So good stuff. Bob says how found the HUD list. How do you insert the ASCII symbols, Debbie? You just take the that little code and you put it in the headline, and it'll replace. It won't show that code. It'll show whatever symbol.
Yeah.
Instead, it seems weird, but it does it.
Look, where's this? I saw a star. I just want to grab a few that you'll use over and over.
And I don't know, maybe you could find some that you could tie the headline into the symbol too.
Yeah.
This property's a real star. I don't know.
Like there's smiley faces.
Or you could grab a diamond, you know. This is a diamond in the rough.
You'll love this one.
Yeah, you'll love this one. I don't know, I'm looking here. There was a half full circle, you know. The glass is half full on this rehab project or something like that. I don't know. I'm really stretching now, but
horse farm. There's
horse
a horse
farm,
here.
yeah, horse. You'll feel like a king and queen in this.
Question is it worth your time looking through all this?
That's a good question. Just write a good headline.
Write your head.
Yeah, just write a good headline. I mean, yeah. I found a nuclear symbol. A definite play on words may be used with this one. Yeah, that's it's a good call. Anyone knowing if this is still referring back to my affiliate link? I used ad tracker and I'm wondering if it's coming to you guys properly.
Yeah, we changed things here and there, and maybe we're doing a little less list building than we should be. Let me see. Which is why you might not be seeing. Oh wow, that's old. That is old. Let me see. It's definitely still tracking. Wow. Yeah. See, only if I haven't seen any sales of this in a while.
No.
But that's almost an
Appreciate the support, Paul. Maybe we should. You know what? Maybe we should do a workshop on.
Is that R? That's not one of our affiliate links. Unless you're using like a service to cloak them.
Recycle symbol. Recycle this rough home and make it your diamond. Yeah, there's definitely some good stuff you can play off. It's through ad tracker, he says.
Then it should be fine, but we haven't. I'd rather give you something that list builds, you know, at least so people get into our funnels a little more.
Yeah, and Paul, I can double check that, you know, you're getting clicks and so forth. To verify. Let me just do that. We're right quick here. Yeah, you're getting some clicks. Not a ton. But some clicks are registering. But let's get you some stuff that'll capture leads. Since you're
Yeah. We need a better general internet marketing product.
Yeah.
What's on the schedule for tomorrow? Let's see.
I think it was YouTube.
To that mobile generator, which is I think it's kind of useful for anybody who wants to just throw the script on their site.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll talk about. Maybe I'll probably got more work to do there, and then we can share that with everybody next week. Okay, so tomorrow is.
Oh, Craig's.
Oh no, we were gonna do the ad tracker demo tomorrow.
What's up, everybody?
That's good. Yeah, so we can demonstrate a bunch of different stuff. We can demonstrate
with the ad tracker. Like we just want to go in.
What was I looking at? YouTube's like not. I don't know what I was looking at. I thought YouTube. So we'll demonstrate that. That should be good. That should be helpful. And we talk about Craigslist a lot, but it's, people are always interested, and you got to kind of be on top of what's working now, and so we can do a bunch of good stuff with that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody.
Thank you, and we'll talk tomorrow, everyone.